Good day everyone, I am Nazal C. Parani from BIT4A FSM. So today I will discuss to you about the plant layout and plant location. In my previous report, it's all about the shop layout and it is a design and what are the basic factors to consider in a designing such a floor plan. So, nung nakaraang report ko is all about the shop layout. So, floor plan. So, ang dito naman ngayon is deals with the various aspect of a plant location and layout. Investment in analyzing the aspect of plant location and the appropriate plant layout can help a business achieve economic efficiency in a business operations. This lay the condition of the business of small business and maybe a big business. So, yung topic na to is malaki ang maitutulong sa isang business, malaki man to or maliit. So, let's move on. What is the plant layout? So, it is a plan for effective utilization of its facilities for the manufacture of products involving the most efficient and economical arrangement of machines, materials, personnel, and storage space, and all supporting service within available floor space. So, pag sinabi nating plant layout, ito yung pag-arrangement ng mga material, ng personal, ng storage, supporting service, and kung ano yung available na space mo. For example, kung ditong business sa plant layout is about the arrangement ng product ng materials, diba? Ang maisa-suggest ko dito is the Pure Gold. Sa Pure Gold, naka-arrange yung mga kung saan nakalagay yung mga product na dapat. So, ayun. So, according to the James Lundy, a layout involves the allocation of space and the arrangement of equipment in such a manner that the overall operating costs are minimized. It means that it all falls down into one specific goal to the organization, minimizing cost. So, ayun, sabi nga ni James, according to the James, isa nga tong arrangement of equipment. Next. So, for example, dito is the rent. Siyempre, ito yung importante. Costs are usually fixed. Next is machines and equipment. So, kung magre-rent ka, then kailangan mo din ng machines and equipment. So, some machine and equipment require or other resources for it to work, maintain. So, sa machines and equipment, kailangan mo din talaga ito sa trabaho mo para ma-maintain. Utilize, cost in using utilize, such as electricity, water, waste disposals, heavy and wastage, etc. So, kailangan din ng utilize. For example, dito, yung electricity, water. Next is materials. Materials, costs are used to produce product. So, syempre, kailangan mo ng material para makagawa ka ng product mo. Next is parts. Sa parts are the materials to produce a product and is also used for after sales, such as repair, maintenance of machines and equipment. So, pag sinabi natin sa parts, pagkakaintindi ko lang is, halimbawa, bumila ka ng isang phone or ng product mo, yung product mo is phone, binili ko siya, then, so, kailangan may maintenance siya. O kapag nasira man siya, kailangan i-repair. Ganun. Bawa nasira ko, so ibabalik ko, kailangan i-repair. Next is maintenance and repair. Cost of maintain the service of the machine and the equipment. So, kailangan talaga na maintenance and repair. Next is freight and delivery. Cost of transportation, delivery from the point of the warehouse to the last and end consumer. Napakahalaga ng deliver para hindi ka na magsayang ng oras. So, para mapabilis. Next is manpower. Cost of the salary of manpower at further training. Siyempre, pag may business ka, kailangan mo ng manpower para gumawa ng product mo. So, dito mo yung sasakuran mo sila. Next is objectives of a plant layout. So, may objectives na ang plant layout. Una dito is minimize material handling, facilitate manufacturing progress by maintaining balance in process, maintaining flexibility of arrangement of the operation, maintaining high turnover of in a process inventory, effective utilization of main equipment and space. So, kailangan mahalaga yung utilization of main tsaka yung mga equipment. Increase employee morale. Pinaka number 1 sa isang trabaho yung moral. Next is minimize interference of raw machine. Reduce hazard, effective employee. So, syempre, mas importante pa rin ang safety ng employees mo. So, reduce hazard. Minimize material handling. Syempre, dapat yung mga employee mo alam kung paano gamitin ang mga materials mo. Next. And then, kailangan marunong din mag-balance at mag-arrange. Next is importance of the plant layout. So, may importance din pala ang plant layout. Una is weight, volume, and mobility. The weight, volume, and mobility of the product is considered a factor since it may require industrial machines and equipment to handle, move such a heavy and large amount of goods. It will also require large amount of laborers to ensure the productivity. So, syempre, may mga machine na mga kailangan, alam mo kung paano i-handle kasi mabibigat siya. May mga equipment na mabibigat. Next is length of the process and the relation to handling time. This is important since the goal of a good plant layout is to minimize handling time. In a factoring goods, less handling of material is a good because it improves productivity. So, dito, kailangan, alam mo kung hanggang length of the process, this is a part of the plant. So, alam mo kung kailan mo lang dapat siya hahawakan. So, kailangan yung paghawak mo sa kanya is may time. Okay, next. Number 3 is the extent to which the process tends toward mass production. Adopting mass production will always depend on the product's function. If it is a basic need that has high demand such as canned goods, noodles, etc. With the use of automatic machine in the industries for adopting mass production system of manufacturing volume of the production will increase. Next. So, problems in a plant layout management may arise when. So, ayan. Kapag may problema yung isang plant layout. So, una ay there are design changes in the product. So, syempre, pag nagpapalit talaga ng product, maaapektuhan talaga siya. There is an expansion of the enterprise. There is a proposed variation in the size of the departments. Some new product is to be added to the existing line. So, syempre, pag dinagdag ka ng dinagdag, nasosobrahan na, so masikip na. Some new department is to added the enterprise and there is relocation of the existing department. And the last is a new plan is to be set up. Next. Manufacturing consideration. So, meron din manufacturing considerations. First is layout by product. For serialized production line manufacture. Next is layout by operation for a job layout manufacturer. Number 3 is layout by stationary material primarily for manufacture of a large parts of assemblies. So, for example ng layout by product, ayan, may raw material siya, may checking and disinfecting, water refilling, packaging, and the labeling, and this is storage. Pinag-aralan ko na to, or ni-report ko na nung nakaraan yung about the shop layout. So, naka-arrange nga siya. Yun yung example ng layout by product. So, naka-arrange. So, meron siyang advantages and disadvantages. So, ano nga ba ang advantages? Sa advantages, it minimize material handling. So, syempre, kapag may equipment ka, minimize mo na lang hahawakan yung isang product mo. Halimbawa, yung water. Syempre, may automatic equipment siya. Hindi mo na siya laging hahawakan. Kasi pag lagi mo nga siyang hahawakan, maaari makontamina. Next is reduce the length of the time of the manufacturing cycle. So, mapapabilis yung oras mo. Next is tends to cut inventories of in a process work. Saves floor space. So, pag sabing save floor space, hindi siya masikip. Kasi hindi kayo marami doon. Hindi maraming employee sa loob kasi machine ang gumagalaw. Maybe dalawa lang or isa ang nasa loob na employee. Makes production control virtually automatic. Facilities and administration over operation, output, and the quality. Siyempre, pag machine ang gumawa ng isang product, automatic is good quality ang product mo. Siyempre, i-check din yun ng isang employee. So, kung may advantages, meron din siyang disadvantages. So, ano nga ba ang disadvantages niya? It lacks flexibility to meet the substantial change in the product, design, or in the production requirements. Next, it is maintenance and the downtime problems. Next, its tendency to yield or low utilization of equipment. Next. So, ito naman ang example ng layout by operation for job layout manufacture. So, pinaliwanag ko na din to sa nakaraang video ko. Yun nga is area A, area B, area C. So, naka-arrange nga din siya. So, mayroon din siyang advantages and disadvantages. So, ano nga ba ang advantages? Offering some flexibility, accommodate product variety and demand fluctuations. Next is permits maximum machine and utilization. So, kailangan may permit. Provides for less duplication of tools, jugs, and fixtures. Makes for lower setup and servicing cost. The better control of high precision of complicated products can be achieved because the better utilization of the skill department. So may disadvantages naman siya. Kung may advantages na sabi ko, may disadvantages din naman. So ang disadvantages niya is backtracking is the rule rather than exception. The substantially higher inventories are necessary. The next is material must be moved in out of the storerooms reduction center. Next, delay occur between operations. So mayroon na din pagka-delay. Next is consideration paperwork is involved since the separate production orders are required for each article fabricated. And the next is the reporting, tracing, and the following up the materials processing are usually laboratories and expensive. And the last is the handling of material between operation is low and costly. So mabagal. Next is example naman ng layout by sanitary material. So nasa plant site, nasa gitna yung plant site, energy, material, supplies, and then human research. So advantages and disadvantages niya is the possibility of assigning one or more skilled workers to a project from start to finish. So, sisimula ka talaga sa simula hanggang sa matapos siya. Tapos, maximum ang flexibility for all sort of changes in the product and the process. And also the opportunity to take one and a number required different project with the same layout. Ang advantages lang naman niya is difficulties in applying proper machine, tools, and specialized employee skills due to immobile material. Plant buildings. Ayan. Pag plant buildings, meron siyang dalawang uri. Next is single-story building. So, ano nga bang single-story building? Ito's fiber columns and the servicing equipments can be installed in overhead trusses and the permits gather flexibility and turns plant layout. Pag sinabi naman natin multi-story building, it has more levels that permits greater flexibility and terms in plant layout. So, pag sinabing single, isa lang. Pag sinabi naman multiple story, is more level nga siya. Next. So, we proceed the plant location. So, what is the plant location? Plant location is the choice of region or place where people, money, materials, machinery, and equipment are brought together and setting up the business. It is a place where the cost of the product is kept to low in the order of maximize gains. So, dito tayo mamimili kung saang lugar. Saan maraming tao, saan maraming malapit yung, saan pagkikita, saan malapit na machinery, yung mga equipment ang kunin mo. Next. So, what is an ideal location? An ideal location is one of where the cost of the product is kept to minimum, where a large market share. The less risk is the maximum social gain. It is the place of maximum net advantages or which gives lowest or unit cost of the production distribution. So next is factors affecting plants. Meron tayong sinasabing location of a region, selection of the region, selection of a particular community, and selection of the exact plant size. So ano-ano nga ba yun? So, uunahin natin selecting a region. So, meron proximity to the market. So, ano nga ba ang proximity to the market? Is the practice of marketing goods or service based on customers. Actual physical location and selecting region nearest to the market is a very important. So, syempre, kung saang malapit na market. Example natin is when firms use proximity marketing to target advertisement to customer who are physical close to the product. Syempre, for example dito, yung target mo kailangan is malapit sa customer mo, yung product mo, para mabenta siya. So, imagine walking up a large and prominent store display having a coupon for those items pop up on a smartphone screen. Diba? Next is proximity to the necessary material. So, what is the proximity necessary materials? Selection of a region nearest to the raw materials, supplies, spare parts, and other basic materials your product and service needs essential to the business. Syempre, mas dapat malapit siya sa mga kailangan ng materials and supplies para hindi ka na mahirapan. Next is availability of transportation facilities. Pag sinabi natin availability of transportation facilities, transportation plays a vital role in the selection of a region in the business. Does not have abundant transportation facilities and distribution equipment as they can always rely on the available facilities proximity near from the plant site. Syempre, kailangan ng transportation facilities. para mas mapabilis yung isang product mo. Mabilis yung pagdidistribute ng isang product mo. Mas maayos. Next is adequacy of public and private services. It is very important to mind the adequate supply of resources and the areas as electricity, communication, water supply, fuel and gas for your plant. Ay, siyempre kailangan mo maghanap kung saan mayroong electricity, may signal, water supply. Yun yung pinaka-importante. Kasi pag wala ka nun, is mahihirapan yung isang business mo. Next is climate condition. Climate changes affect the product's quality, so that plant site should be located in a favorable climate, especially of the business. Have perishable goods or products that require certain amount of the temperature of humidity. Pag sinabi natin climate condition, syempre yung product mo is kailangan, halimbawa, hindi siya dapat mainitan masyado or hindi dapat siya malamigan masyado. So yung magiging layout ng isang store mo, yung isang business mo, dapat alam mo na hindi siya makakasira sa isang product mo. So, yun, next. Selection of particular community. Next is labor supply. Pag sinabi natin labor supply, is selecting a particular community, the business should take root of the community that is labor abundant. The community should also have abundant labor capital that is skilled, knowledgeable, to have competitive advantage to the competitors. So, syempre, alam mo dapat yung magiging product mo. May knowledge ka dapat. Kasi yun yung advantage mo sa mga competitors. Mas magiging kalaban mo na ibang business. Next is wage skills. Is one of the most important factors that affects plant site because compassion and salary drives and give motivation to the labor force. Next is other enterprise in the community. This factor gives an advantage to your plant site since trend in the business operation nowadays requires business-to-business partnership, and the business that are near the community where your plant site is located will give you the partnership. With this partnership, some cost will be cut out, such as production, transportation. So, ayun nga, nowadays nga, parang ang ginagawa ng karamihan is business to business na talaga sila. Halimbawa ako, magkakaroon ako ng partnership sa McDo or sa Jollibee. So, kasi para mas, alam ko kasi yun yung trend ngayon. So, sikat. So, ang gagawin ko na lang is makikipag-partnership ako sa kanila para lumago yung pera ko. Parang ganun. Ganun ang other enterprise in the community. So, makikipag-partnership ka, business to business. Next is favorable living condition. So, ano nga ba ang favorable living condition? This refers to the living condition within the community where your plant is located. So, syempre, alam mo kung saan mo dapat ilocate ang isang business mo. Next is selection of the exact plant site. Una, land. Pag sinabi natin land, syempre dito papasok ang is the primary consideration for future expansion, parking area, appropriate for the type of the building. Syempre, pag sinabi natin land, saan mo itatayo ang isang business mo at dapat may parking area ka para sa mga customer. Next is transportation. Accessibility of transportation facilities, either public and private. Syempre, transportation is mahalaga kahit public man siya o private mo. Tulad nga ng sinabi ko kanina, transportation is makakatulong ito sa business mo para mapabilis. Hindi ka nagsasayang ng oras. Next is zoning restriction. These are restriction of the location of the plant site. It will always depend on the government regulation and the products of the business. Next is fire protection. Ito yung pinaka-importante. It's one of the most important factors in the location, the plant site. Fire equipment, tools, and facilities in the area is monitored for fire safety. Pinaka-importante ang fire protection pagdating sa isang business mo, sa isang layout mo. So, alam mo dapat naka-monitor siya para sa kalusugan ng isang empleyado mo at isang business mo. Waste disposal. Pag sinabi natin waste disposal, business with perishable products and dangerous products should have proper waste disposal. Siyempre, pinaka-importante natin is waste disposal para din to sa environment. Hindi lang para sa business mo, mag-care ka din sa environment. Hindi porket may business ka, wala ka nang pakalam sa environment mo. So, kasi kung wala yung environment mo, wala ka ring business. Next, Trends in plant location. Tendency to locate away from city. Plant sites are always located away from the sites because of the reason of government policies and the least opportunity of expansion of lot area. So, syempre, kailangan mong sumunod sa government policies. Next is decentralization of industry. Under the conscious industrial policy of the government, concentration of industrial units in prevented through licensing policies. Kung may mga policies nga siya bago ka magtayo, kung saan mo itatayo ang business mo. Next, swing toward planned industrial centers. Business tend to locate planned site industrial center or parks because it encourages inventors control the site preparation and land use for the manufacturing industries inventors. It also provides orderly and attractive community of manufacturing. So, syempre, kailangan naka-plan industry center ka. Hindi pwedeng, gusto ko dito, gusto ko dyan, tatayin ko na. No. So, kailangan naka-plano din. Next is growing competition for industry. For this trend is, in a plant location, communities tend to give free plant areas to encourage manufacturing industries to invest to them. Next is demographic analysis. So, sa location analysis, kailangan meron kang demographic analysis, and then trade area analysis, and competitive analysis, and traffic analysis, and site economics. So, importante yung mga to. So, sa demographic analysis is dito papasok yung study of population or age per capita income educational. Pag sinabi naman natin trade area analysis, papasok naman dito yung geographic area that involves continue clientele to the firm. Next is competitive analysis. Pag competitive analysis naman, it helps to judge the nature, location. So, syempre alam mo dapat yung magiging location mo ng isang business mo kung saan ka magtatayo. Traffic analysis. Pag sinabi naman natin traffic analysis, pedestrian, vehicular traffic passing aside. Syempre, hindi ka pwede magtayo ng isang business mo kung alam mo namang traffic. So, yun talaga ang di pwede kasi kung traffic yun, walang bibili. So, dapat meron kang parking area. So, walang pupuntang consumer mo kasi nga traffic yung isang location mo. Next is site economics. Pag sinabi naman natin site economics, alternative sites are evaluated in terms of establishment cost and operational cost under this. So, pinaka-importante siya sa pagtatayo mo ng business, yung location. So, syempre, kung meron kang shop layout, plant layout, dapat meron ka ding locational. Para maayos, hindi pwedeng tayo ka lang ng tayo ng business mo, ay gusto ko dito magtayo, ay gusto ko dyan. And then, marirealize mo na lang, ay wala palang pumupuntang tao dito. So, paano bibinta yung business mo? So, dapat doon pa lang, pag-uusapan mo na kung saan mo ilolocate yung isang business mo, kung saan maraming tao, mabilis mong bilhin yung mga materials mo, at kung saan mapapadali ka. Yun. And then, that's all. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.